If your job feels like you're drowning in tasks, working late every single night, and constantly cleaning up other people's messes, you are not busy. You simply haven't mastered delegation yet. You haven't just created a stressful job for yourself, you've created what I called the Delegation Doom Loop. Here's how the loop works. You look at a task and think, it's faster if I just do it myself. So you take it on. Your team, seeing you do all the critical work, starts to disengage or think you don't trust them. They don't learn, they don't develop, and you get more overwhelmed. You check in on them constantly. You're not leading, you're micromanaging. And that's killing your time, your team's morale, and your career progression. Today, we end that loop. I'm giving you the 5 rules of strategic delegation. These aren't abstract concepts. They are the specific, actionable pillars that stop micromanaging code, unlock your team's potential, and promise to give you back 10 hours a week, guaranteed. We are shifting you from a stressed-out doer to a strategic coach. But first, why is this so hard? It's rarely about competency. It's usually psychological. There are 3 real reasons delegation collapses. 1. The fear of failure. You tie your personal reputation directly to the output of the work. If your employee fails, you feel like you failed. 2. The perfectionism trap. You are generally convinced that your way is the only way to do it 100% right. You value short-term perfection over long-term development. 3. Lack of structure. You delegate randomly. You just dump the task onto the next available person without structure, guidance, or authority. The key to fixing all 3 is making a conscious, strategic choice to shift your identity. You must go from being a doer to being a coach. That starts right now with rule number 1. Rule number 1. Delegate the what, not the how. The moment you tell someone the step-by-step process, open this file, copy row 7, paste it here. You are telling them you don't trust their judgment. You are stifling creativity and ensuring they remain dependent on you. Effective delegation defines the destination, not the roadmap. When you delegate, define 3 and only 3 non-negotiables. We call them the 3 fences: output, deadline, and budget or resource limit. Give your employee full freedom inside those 3 fences. Focus on the outcome. For example, don't say, use the old Excel template and track metrics in rows 1 to 5. Say, I need a weekly KPI report summarizing project velocity by Friday at noon. And you can use any tool and format you think is most effective, as long as the cost is 0. Rule number 2. Match the task to the talent. The delegation matrix. Delegating to the available person is the easiest path to failure. You need to be strategic about who gets the task based on 2 things: their skill, competence, and their will, motivation. We use a simple 2x2 matrix to determine the strategy. High skill plus high will. The empower zone. Give them full autonomy. They get the task and the authority. High skill plus low will. The motivate zone. They can do it, but they don't want to. Your job is to find the why before you delegate. Low skill plus high will. The coach zone. This is a development opportunity. Delegate small, manageable business with heavy guidance. This is where your best future leaders come from. Low skill plus low will. The avoid zone. This is where you might need to reassign or coach, but never delegate important work here, as it's a recipe for failure. Rule number 3. Grant the authority to decide. If your employee has to ask your permission to spend $50 or to send a non-critical email, you haven't delegated. You've just created a career. You remain the bottleneck. Authority is the freedom to act within defined limits. Your job here is to define the red flags, the only things they must come to you for: breaking regulatory compliance, spending over a certain budget, or changing a mission-critical deadline. Everything else, all the green flags, is theirs to decide. If you fail to do this, your employee feels like an expensive post-it note, and you will remain the bottleneck until you burn out. Rule number 4. Schedule checkpoints, not wrap-ins. Micromanagement is interruption, and interruption is born of anxiety. If you are constantly wrapping in to see how things are going, you are creating noise, destroying focus, and showing zero trust. We replace anxiety-driven interruption with planned, supportive accountability. Define 3 check-in stages: the kickoff, getting started; the midpoint, course correction; and the final reveal. Agree on a specific time and stick to it. Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. for 15 minutes. Use the 15-minute rule. Keep it short and focus only on the agreed upon progress. For example, we check in at the end of phase 1, data collection, and again before you finalize the executive summary. No status updates in between. This frees them to focus. Rule number 5. Be ready to accept 80%. The coaching mindset. The hardest part for any doer turned coach. The output won't be perfect. Your way is 100%. Their way might be 80%. But 80% finished by them is infinitely better than 0% finished by you. Redoing their work is the kiss of death. It teaches them nothing and reinforces dependency. When the 80% comes in, do not correct. Coach. Ask, what are 3 things you learned during this process? Or, what would you do differently next time? Use the feedback not to criticize the result, but to develop their judgment. This shift is the key to creating future leaders. To summarize, here are the 5 strategic pillars to ending micromanagement today. 1. Delegate the outcome. 2. Match task to talent. 3. Grant authority. 4. Schedule checkpoints. 5. Accept 80% output. Delegation is not just about clearing your plate, it's how you multiply your impact as a leader. Stop trading time for tasks. Implement these 5 rules this week. Reclaim your strategic time and watch your team flourish. If you're serious about mastering management, don't leave without subscribing to JohnX. And if we hit 1000 likes on this video, I make a dedicated video showing exactly what to say in check-in meetings to motivate your team. This is John, and you're watching JohnX. Break your limit.